Whether you're looking to just use a few credit cards or continue filling up an entire binder full of cards, one thing is for certain, the new year is upon us, and that means it's time to devise a new credit card strategy to help make the next trip of a lifetime a reality. So whether your dream is to sightsee across Europe, explore the Great Plains of Africa, or visit some far-flung exotic location in Asia, this video will take you through the step-by-step process to create a strategy to make it happen. Let's kick things off now with step number 1, which is to take inventory of what you already have. We're talking about the cards, the annual fees, rewards, and benefits, anything else that comes to mind. Allow me to give you an example. Let's say you have the American Express Gold Card, Chase Sapphire Preferred, and the Marriott Bonvoy Boundless. The annual fees of these cards are $250, $95, and $95 respectively. For the reward structure of each card, you can see them here outlined on the screen. Some of them do have some overlap, while others have unique categories that only occur on that card. And then lastly, for the main benefits, I put a few of them that could at least fit on the screen there at the bottom in orange. So adding up the annual fees, we have $440. And that's where you've got to ask yourself every year, do the rewards and benefits that I receive outweigh the cost of that $440 price tag? If not, then you have some adjustments to make. For example, maybe closing a card and replacing it with something else. Very likely in year 1, the answer was an easy yes, because you probably received a welcome offer for getting each one of those cards, and each one was probably worth hundreds of dollars on their own. So swallowing the cost of the annual fee was very simple. But then starting in year 2 and beyond, that's where you've got to be a lot more judicious in asking yourself where the value versus cost lies. But once you've completed this exercise by laying all your cards on the table to run through what you're receiving each year, then you can move on to step number 2, which is to identify what you're lacking, specifically focusing here on the rewards and the benefits. Furthering our example here from a rewards perspective on the same 3 cards, we can see those reward structures laid out here on the screen, and you want to go through each one and ask yourself, which rewards categories do I not currently have, but that I still spend money in? A few that may stand out to you could include entertainment, perhaps home utilities, or even a good non-category card, which would basically capture all your spend that would typically earn just 1 point on your other cards. And yes, while that Marriott Bonvoy Balance card may earn double points as its base rate on all purchases, remember those are Marriott points, which tend to be worth a good deal less than the flexible and transferable points earned by Amex and Chase cards. I personally would value a double earn rate on a Marriott card at about 1.4% as a return. Now, to give you some examples of cards that could fill these main 3 gaps that you see here on yellow in the screen, the Citi Custom Cash Card and Capital One Saver One could be great cards for entertainment. The US Bank Cash Plus card could be great for home utilities. And for non-category, you might want to look at things like the Citi Double Cash Card or the Capital One Venture X. You can now move on to step number 3, which is to identify your goal or goals. Typically, the first question you want to answer is the type of rewards that you value, be it cashback or travel. And then if travel, then you want to figure out where you want to go, how you want to get there, and then when. If you happen to be on team cashback, fortunately, there's not a whole lot of thinking that you have to do. Just find a card with multipliers in areas that you spend that are currently higher than you currently have. And the nice thing about cashback is, of course, you can indirectly combine it all by doing statement credit redemptions or even redeeming to a common checking account. On the other hand, if you happen to be prioritizing travel right now, you'll want to focus on cards that earn points that can be transferred out to other partners and or redeemed via a portal for any flight, hotel, cruise, etc. that you like. Since the travel game tends to be quite a bit more complex than straightforward cashback, let's take it a bit further with our example here and show you what a travel thought process could be like. Let's say you want to go to South Africa for your upcoming trip, and how do you want to get and stay there? Well, that would be basically your class of service on the plane, be it economy, premium economy, business, or first class. The type of hotel, same type of thing, be it economy, kind of mid-scale, upper scale, or luxury. Then you'll want to search for the airlines that fly there, and of course noting the alliances that each one participates in, because you might find some great partnerships to help make the itinerary a lot easier to build. And then of course do the same thing for the hotels, although you won't have to worry about alliance partnerships with that because in the hotel game, they're pretty much all competitors. And finally, build a points and miles plan to make it all happen. Let me now walk you through some more specifics regarding the airlines. So here, we're gonna search for airlines that fly to South Africa. And let's say we've done some searches here online and we found that United, Ethiopian, Swiss, and Egypt Air are some of the examples that fly there on a frequent basis. Researching a bit further, we then realized that all of these airlines are part of the Star Alliance. So there's some commonalities like rewards and benefits that can be shared among them. And then lastly, for a high value and easy loyalty program that we can use for our redemption that also exists within the same Star Alliance, we noticed that Air Canada's Aeroplan would be a great option. Now, in case you're wondering how I was able to run through all those mental gymnastics and hoops to figure that out quickly, well, first of all, I've been doing this a long time, and so you'll get better at this as you go along too. But in the meantime, you'll want to watch this video over here after this one, all about the beginner's guide to transfer partners. That will answer a lot of questions for you. In the meantime, while you bookmark that for later, for the purpose of this video and a simple rundown here, there are just 3 major alliances. There's the One World Alliance, Star Alliance, and Sky Team. The One World has American and a bunch of others. Star Alliance has United and many others, and SkyTeam has Delta and many others. Each one of these has their own website, and on their sites you can see all the partners that exist within an alliance. So for our example here, as I was searching airlines that flew to South Africa, I saw a number of them appear in the same Star Alliance, and you can see them boxed in red right here. And then I also was looking for loyalty programs that I was familiar with that I knew would be easy to use here. For example, the ones that stood out to me really easily included both Air Canada and Avianca, and also ANA as well. Of course, there are other valuable opportunities hidden here too, but I chose Air Canada because A, it's well known, B, it also tends to be higher value, and it's also simple to use. And it's also very easy to earn a lot of points in their program very quickly, as I'll demonstrate in a few moments. There are a lot of great full-time travel bloggers out there that are into the points and miles game, and they can walk you through a lot of sample itineraries and give you a great orientation about how to make itineraries work. All right, real quick here as I briefly interrupt my own video. Whether you're coming up with a simple, straightforward card strategy or a more complex one requiring binders and spreadsheets, if you want a simple way to manage all your cards in one place, check out today's sponsor called MAXREWARDS. I've been using them for the past few years here, and they remove a ton of headaches from the process. The MAXREWARDS app lays out all the essential information that I want to know about my credit cards, including things like my balances overall and each individual card, the rewards value that I have, my card utilization, and more. Also, my bills are here too, showing me when my actual due dates are and how much by card, so I never miss a due date, plus my credit scores as provided by each individual bank. I can also view all of my transactions across all of my cards in one scrollable list by date, so I can see where all my money's been going, including a summary view showing me the broader perspective as well, including sign-up bonus trackers so I never miss one of my bonuses. I don't have one right now to show you, but you can simply add them by clicking Add Tracker right there. Perhaps I need to apply for a new card soon. MAXREWARDS also suggests the best card for you to use for an individual transaction, either by category or by location. That way you can be sure you're earning the most amount of rewards. And one of the best and most convenient features is the auto activation of all of your Amex offers, Chase offers, and more with the gold level of MAXREWARDS. That way you don't have to go into each card's app and each individual card and do it manually. So if you'd like to try MAXREWARDS, click the link down below in the description to get a 1-week free trial plus a 1-month discount on the MAXREWARDS gold level. All right, back to our example here. We've chosen Aeroplan to use as our program for the redemption. So I went to the website here. I plugged in my search criteria. You can see there at the top that I'm choosing to go out of New York EWR to Johannesburg JNB on Monday, August 12th. That'll be our departure. As the search results begin to populate, you can see this one right here at the top, which is a non-stop flight operated by United Airlines. Below that, we see another option. This one is operated by Egypt Air, and this one has both economy and business class availability for this day. Business class will be 110,000 Aeroplan points, plus 85 Canadian dollars. And yes, in case you're kind of new to this whole world and you're wondering, does this mean I'm actually going to be using a Canadian airline loyalty program, Aeroplan, to either fly on a US carrier, United, or an Egyptian carrier, Egypt Air? The answer is yes. Let's finish this off with our return flight. Let's say it's going to be roughly 1 full week later on the following Monday, August 19th, Johannesburg over to New York. And this time we have an option here with Egypt Air again, and we have business class once more. Still 110,000 miles for the return, so no change there. But the fees and taxes here are now 140 Canadian dollars, so a little bit more than the 85 that we saw previously. A couple small notes here. First of all, in a general sense, if you see different rates for fees and taxes on your outbound versus your inbound flights internationally especially, that can be quite common. Secondarily, specific to Air Canada's program, they can actually have variable pricing with their mileage or point rates. That's also common. That's just how their program works. It's likely driven by demand, just like the actual cash prices would change as well. So you may or may not see 110,000 miles here. It could be a bit less. It could be a bit more based on seasonality and demand. Let's go back to our rundown here that we started with previously and fill in a few additional things that we now have more clarity on. So how do we want to get to South Africa? Well, it's a super long flight. So let's say we're going to go business class for the added comfort. Now for the airlines that will go there, we have Egypt Air, which offer the business class on the days that I wanted. That participates within the Star Alliance. And we saw with our rates, it'll be round trip 220,000 Aeroplan points, and the 85 plus 140 gave us 225 Canadian dollars. So that rate right there will be our goal, which means it's now time to start earning those points. Here are some strategies that you can actually implement to do so. We've got the Chase Ultimate Rewards Program, American Express Membership Rewards Program, Capital One Venture or Spark Miles, and then the BILT Rewards Program. All 4 of these can transfer directly over to the Aeroplan program. Just be aware that with Chase though, you must have a premium card to transfer, and by premium card I mean one with an annual fee. So the Sapphire Preferred, the Sapphire Reserve, or on the business side, the Ink Business Preferred. And if you're curious why I left out Citi, well, at least at this time of recording, Citi does not transfer to Aeroplan. So I'm going to now show you all the transfer partners on one screen here, including Citi, because you might be building an itinerary to go somewhere else, and Citi might be a great option for you. But again, highlighting here Air Canada's Aeroplan program, just the 4 that you see now in the light red font will transfer directly. Now, earning 220,000 Air Canada points might sound like some astronomical way out there goal, but with our next step here, number 4, let me show you how easy it can actually be. What we're focusing on now is to find the biggest value opportunities that at least exist right now at that moment in time. We're referring specifically to those bonuses or welcome offers that you get for signing up for a new card. On the personal side with Chase, we have the Sapphire Preferred card offering 60,000 bonus points. On the business side, we have the Ink Business Unlimited, Ink Business Cash, and Ink Business Preferred, all with 90 or 100,000 bonus point opportunities. Those 2 $900 bonuses, by the way, are issued as 90,000 Ultimate Rewards points. On the American Express front, we have the Platinum card and the Gold card. These are targeted offers for the most part, and they are to earn up to 150,000 or up to 90,000 points respectively on the Platinum versus the Gold. 2 quick side remarks here. First of all, these standard offers for these cards tend to be 80,000 on the Platinum and 60,000 on the Gold. So if you can find an offer that is more than 80 or 60 respectively, then that tends to be a good offer. And of course, the higher you can find, the better the offer. I highly recommend trying the CardMatch tool if you're going for either of these 2 cards to see if you could be targeted for one of those bigger offers. I'll leave a link down below on the screen here, also in the description for you to click on and give it a try. There is no effect at all on your credit score to just seeing what offers you may have. I've also got these 2 videos that I made some time ago about how to check for those bigger offers on these two cards. They pretty much follow a similar format, so watching at least one of them will give you a good idea of which ways you might be able to find those targeted offers, because the channels that Amex may use to market to you can vary. And second, if you have not gotten either of these two cards yet, per the current application rules, I recommend going for the gold first and then the platinum secondarily. Going in that order will allow you to get both welcome offers. Checking out what Capital One has to offer, there are 3 venture cards with bonuses at this time, $20K, $75K, and $75K respectively on their different tiers of cards. Also with the BILT rewards card, although there is no public offer at this time, sometimes there may be a targeted offer. But regardless, this is a great opportunity to earn points on rent. So if you live in an apartment right now and are not earning any rewards on your rent, consider getting this card as well, link below as well. That way you can earn transferable points from paying perhaps your biggest expense every month. And don't forget about the airline cards either, or if you're looking for a hotel, check out the hotel cards as well. These can be a great way to earn program specific points very, very quickly. Here with the Aeroplan card as the example for this video, you can earn up to 100,000 points with this one card alone. But it can take up to 12 months to earn the full bonus. So that's why you want to begin working on your strategy well in advance of your trip. And our 5th and final step along this journey here of coming up with your credit card strategy is to learn the bank application rules and apply. There are way too many rules to go over in this video across many different issuers, so what I've started doing is creating individual videos for you all. Right now I've got ones for Capital One, Amex, and Chase that are out. As rules change and get updated, also check the pinned comment below each of these videos, as I might add some additional rules that change or get added over time. But definitely consult these videos as well to make sure that you're going to be in compliance for the bonuses for the different offers. Wrapping it all up here at the end, I realize some of you may not be so structured in your approach about going to a specific place and working backwards to find a program to get you there. However, if you happen to be kind of just open to any possibility, what you may want to do then, if you don't have those plans firmed up, is to just get rewards points in programs that are transferable. So focus on Chase, Amex, Capital One, Citi, and BILT, and perhaps Wells Fargo in the future too, as they may release their own transferable program. If you've got transferable points, then you have access to a ton of flexibility, so wherever you decide to go at the very last minute, you'll be able to have a plan to move points wherever you'd like them to be. With all that said, if you enjoyed this video and believe it could benefit other people, then please help me get it in front of them by liking this video, subscribing to the channel, and turning on those notifications, which tell YouTube that this video is worth watching and to push it out to more people. Also, check out the links down below in the description area to earn some more cash back when you shop online through Rakuten. You can even change your rewards preference from cashback to Amex membership rewards points if you like. To sign up for MAXREWARDS to better manage all of your credit cards and rewards in one place, and to view my site with some great credit card offers that I've organized into different categories to help you find the cards that you like best. I thank you all for watching today's video. I hope it brought you some great value in coming up with your ideal credit card strategy. I look forward to seeing you in my future videos. While you're waiting for the next one, always remember that you are great.